Hello, I'd like to welcome you to TrumpTube Media Network, and I'm your host, Troy Lucas. A little background on me. I have been in the information technology business for most all of my life. I started working on computers when I was a little kid, and that was a long time ago. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I've been doing it for, let's just say, well over 30 years. And I would like to touch on some key points that what it is we're trying to accomplish here. This is about good and evil. This is not about Republican, Democrat, because there's good Republicans and there's good Democrats. And it's not about racism at all. In my opinion, that's all basically a diversion. We're all children of God. God didn't separate everybody and say, oh, well, you should like this person or not that person. He says you should love everyone because he created us. These are my beliefs. We will be bringing you information that the mainstream media will not show you. We've been doing the research since 2000. I woke up, and I've been doing research for all these years. I've got a wealth of information, and most all of you going to work, coming home, cleaning your house, taking care of the kids, doing all that. You don't have time to really do any research to find out the truth. And most of the time when you're home, you turn the TV on and that's the controlled media. That's the big problem, being misinformed. So people like myself, I'm not the only one, there's quite a few out there that are doing the research, that are starting these podcasts and video casts, that are trying to get the information out there. There'll be times I will be referring to other podcasters. And I'm not saying don't watch TrumpTube Media Network. What I'm saying is this will be a network because we all need to work together. We are all seeking a common goal, which is the truth. And we know we're being lied to. We know we're being deceived. So people that are doing the research, that have the good information, the right information, first and foremost, inform all of y'all that don't have the time to do the research. And one thing I'd like to say is, don't trust everything we say. Everybody that's doing this stuff, we all recommend take the information we give you. Go do the research to validate that we're bringing you the truth. And I'm not talking about fact checking from the mainstream media. We know that won't work because they're lying to us all the time. We catch them in lies all the time. We're here to wake people up. Let them know what's going on. Because the important part of all this is that whether you follow politics, whether you don't follow politics, they are making the laws and forcing everyone to abide by them. So whether you like politics, don't like politics, it's affecting your life. And it will affect your life. And your children's life. And your grandchildren. So it is very critical right now to become informed. Because right now I'd say we got limited freedom. But we do have some freedom. And we need to use it now. While we have it. Because I'll tell you this, if we don't, our children and our grandchildren will never have a voice that will be heard. A lot of the research that I've done over the years has shown patterns. And I will tell you this, humans are creatures of habit. If you do the same thing repetitiously over and over, I think it's 2 weeks, I think they say, it becomes a habit. The things that are going on now, a lot of these things has been done before under all the communist countries. They elected them into power and then they took over. And some of my friends that came here, or their parents came here from other countries, the crazy part is those people actually recognize what's going on more so than the Americans themselves, because they've never lived under it. If you've never lived under a dictatorship and you've never been suppressed, you don't know what it looks like. They do. Most Americans don't. This is why we're here, to wake people up before you lose your freedoms. You know, there's a lot of crazy things going on with wearing these masks. Can't go here, can't go there, can't do this, can't do that. You're stuck in your house. And of course, anybody that's stuck in the house is going to go crazy. And so frustrations build up. People get short-tempered and everything's going crazy. No matter how bad things are at the moment, you have to remember, you're still alive, you're still breathing, you can still do things. Find some way of getting some happiness, laugh, watch something funny. But stay positive. I love to use the term, and we will reference this later in some other videos. But in all this craziness, look for the silver lining. You'll find out what that means later. So, I'd also like to say that when we get done with all this, each one of these videos and stuff like that, we'll be posting them up on a website called TrumpTube.com. You'll be able to find the videos there. If they decide, they don't like what I'm saying, which I'm sure that'll eventually happen. And you'll be able to find them there. But stay positive, because there is going to be some good come out of this, I do believe. But times are rough right now. And we have to stay free. We have to communicate. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. There'll be more coming soon. And like I say, welcome again to TrumpTube Media Network. And I'm your host, Troy Lucas.